Gemini, we're going to do something different today. So, I've been told by my guides that I need to do my readings based on what the cards are telling me to do rather than a specific love reading. I have a cat trying to get my attention. Yes, kitty. Yes, kitty. So, what they're saying is to do whatever the cards tell me to do. And focus a little bit more on like spirituality type stuff and whatever other things that I've learned throughout my life. And go from there. Not focus so much on love readings. Occasionally a love reading will still pop out. Okay, occasionally. But I'd like to focus on just general life issues or even, spiritual things for advancement of our perspective. Okay. So even before I went to start this, we've got the Ascended Masters deck here calling your name. Let's see what's going on. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. I do appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribes. Let's get started. All right. Who wants to speak with Gemini, please? Who is it that we're talking to? Who's talking? Who's talking, or what's it about? Who's talking? Because sometimes they're just topics. Who's talking? Anybody? What's going on with Gemini, please? Boy, they're thinking about it. Yeah, I know. I like it to flip. There we go. We've got Toth. My ear's ringing. Okay, good. It says right. So there's some sort of expression that needs to occur, or that you're considering doing. Some sort of expression of, feeling or speaking in regards to something. Well, you're a Gemini. That's what you guys do, right? Let's see what it's about. That's what you guys do. Wonderful communicators. Show me what Gemini, what about this for Toth, please? You've got the Stag, Pride and Leadership, number 17. What is it? What is it? Something tells me you're not wanting to write about pride and leadership. Maybe pride's getting in your way. What is it? What are we talking about? What's this writing about? There we go. Cleaning house and releasing emotional baggage. The Frog. It is a release. Look at that, huh? Okay. So we've got the Stag with Pride and Leadership and the Frog with Cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. So you can see, I think these are the issues. Toth is recommending that you write. We're going to go with this deck for this one. That you write. Write it out. If there is something that is deep down inside you that's bothering you, maybe you've heard of the method of, write a letter to that person that you're bothered by, or who you're thinking of that you wish you could write a letter to. Just write it out. You don't have to send it. You don't have to send it. Just write it. Let me, this is in the wrong way here. This goes like this. Okay. We're going to take a look at what specifically we're talking about. What's this releasing emotional baggage? Show me the Frog. What more does Gemini need to know about this? We've got 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Hanged Man. This whole thing says that you're hung up on when there was a time where you walked away from something. You're hung up on it. You walked away, or somebody else walked away from you, but it started with a fight. And so you've got some baggage in regards to that. So you're kind of hung up on it. It's like you can't really get past it. There's something that's stopping you. Let's talk about this pride. Show me pride, please. Show me pride. What's this stag? There we go. Yeah, we've got the Emperor. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay. This is what's standing in your way. And boy, that's pretty formidable, you know. When you have... So the Emperor is all about pride. He's very strong, and he makes, you know, the strong decisions. He's just like, no, you know, like throws the gavel down, right? And then you've got the Queen of Swords. This chick ain't taking shit. She's not taking any behaviors that she... That's you right there. That's very Gemini. It's very strategic and everything. They're very stuck in their ways, and they tend to be a bit emotionless. So this emotional baggage that you're hung up on, you're trying to avoid it. You're telling yourself, that doesn't bother me. You're trying to tell yourself that, but it does, because it keeps coming up for you. It keeps coming up, keeps coming up, keeps coming up. So what does Gemini need to say? That was quick. King of Cups. That you do actually love them. Or that you do love them. You miss them, potentially. Because it is something that you walked away from. The thing is that it's like you want to just express that you still love them. That you still have feeling for them. Okay. Why does Gemini need to do that? I mean, because the reason, this is what I'm looking at. I'm being real cerebral about this. So, because I want to question it. Why? Why do you feel the need to express that you love them? Why? What do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? Like, what is it that Gemini would get out of this? What's the point? What are they looking? What are they looking for deep down? What's Gemini looking for deep down from this? Looks like a person. Resolution. Ten of Swords. Completion. It's like you just want to make sure that they know that you love them, and that's it. I don't understand why, though, still. Maybe it makes sense for you, because I can see where there's a few different situations where this would apply. What this Ten of Swords is telling me is that your person, whoever it is that you're wanting to send this letter to, was devastated by what happened, or you feel like they were devastated. You feel like they were devastated. We've got Queen of Cups here and Nine of Cups. Interesting, because that Queen of Cups is the matching for the King of Cups. They were your match. They were your match, and they made you happy. So something happened. Either they walked away from you or you walked away from them. It could be either one. Could be either one, honestly. But you're hung up on it. I need to know more about this Ten of Swords. Show me more about this Ten of Swords. Why is this here? I need to know whose perspective that's on. for the Ten of Swords, if it's on your perspective, Gemini, or if it's your person's perspective. I need to know more about that. Like, because that was the answer to why do you need to do this. And it feels like because they are destroyed, but like, why would you walk away when they were your other half and they made you happy? I don't understand that. You know? Hello. Settle here. There was a big fight. People walked away. You're kind of hung up on it. Or things like just stopped. You're very prideful about it. Okay. What's this Ten of Swords, please? Is this from your person? Explain the Ten of Swords, please. Show me Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, please. Got that 17 again. 17 might matter for you. That 17's popped up a couple times now because we got the star and then we've got the Hierophant. It's almost like somebody had a commitment, a prior commitment with this Hierophant here. Somebody had a prior commitment, but had dreams about having more. Had dreams about having more. Looks like your person had dreams of having more, but somebody was committed. Looks like it might have been you. Might have been you. You might have been committed elsewhere, and your person saw that commitment and was just like, they had dreams about something else, you know, dreams about more with you, but it could never work out. So there was, a little bit of a conflict, and things walked away, and the relationship was put on hold. Okay. Relationship was put on hold. But the thing is that deep down, what you're feeling here, Gemini, is the urge to write to this person because you do still love them very strongly. And you feel that they are your match, this Queen of Cups, because you were the King of Cups, right? And they made you very happy. They really gave you a lot of like self-satisfaction. But there's pride in the way. King of Swords. Look, and so this King of Swords is protecting your tender heart. King of Swords with your Three of Swords. Look at that. So we've got King and Queen of Swords protecting that tender, broken heart of yours. You're like, no, I'm never going to let somebody else have that again. What's that song? Heard a song just now. I'm never gonna cry again. I don't know. That phrase just came into my head. Never gonna cry again. I don't know. That's not really what this song is, but I think it's George Michael. But you're not gonna let them get. You don't want to let anybody get to you again. You're gonna be very stoic and very stone-faced with this Emperor right here, with this person. And that's why you don't want to do it. Okay, so, okay, that's fine. Because you shouldn't do what you don't want to do, right? Oh, we're shuffling again. Okay. So, why is this even coming up for Gemini? Like, what's the issue here? They're suggesting that you write. Maybe write to this person. And think about it from an Egyptian point of view. You're writing physically. Maybe you need to write an actual letter and mail it to them if you know their address. You know, write to them. That way then you can release that emotional baggage that you have about this. Because there's something about this relationship. It is catching you and it keeps coming up. You love this person. And you saw them as your match. They loved you too with the star. They loved you too. We've got the World. We get the Lovers. We've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So what they're saying is the reason why you need to write to them. Because I know you don't want to. I mean, with all this stuff going on here, you don't want to. You don't want to. But something deep down inside you says, I probably should. Something deep down inside says I should. But it's like you don't want the trouble of it. You don't want the trouble for it. And what the universe is saying here is you need to close out this cycle. You need to close this out within you. And it's going to require a written thing. Now, you don't have to send it to this person. Like I said in the beginning. You don't have to send it. Just write it. Write what you would send. Write it 6 times. It doesn't matter. Just write it out. Get it out of your system. Get it out. And you can even just burn it when you're done, you know. You can just burn it when you're done. You don't have to send it to them. But it's in, you know, this is a person who you've got a very strong connection to. This is a lover's bond right here. Lover's bond. And what this is saying is express your vulnerability with this Knight of Cups here. And express your, like, with your, what's coming up in my mind here is with your brand of sensibility and dependability with this Knight of Pentacles here. With your brand of sensibility and dependability. Express the vulnerability that you had towards this connection. Acknowledge it. See it for what it was and understand why it was there for you. What did this person trigger within you? Probably from somebody in your past, of course. They triggered something within you from somebody in your past and reminded you of that old behavior. And so maybe that old behavior from someone, parents, whatever, from your past who may have behaved the same way. Someone who you gave everything to. But then they walked away. I need to find out who walked away here. Show me this 8 of Cups. Who walked away here? And see if it'll give me more details. We're going to drill this down. Because the thing is, I have the impression that it was kind of a mutual thing. Kind of a mutual thing, but I feel like with that broken heart that you've got going on, it wasn't wanted by either of you. Because you've got a 3 of Swords, they've got a 10 of Swords. I mean, they were devastated and so were you. So I can't tell who actually was hurt. They had all the hopes and dreams here about the relationship. They were hoping for commitment. They were hoping for all that stuff. And there was, conflict and somebody walked away. Who walked away? Can you show me? Show me who walked away, please, for Gemini. Show me who walked away, please, for Gemini. So we've got 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and 5 of Pentacles coming up here. So whoever was, I'm going to say, unbound in this connection, whoever was, I feel like there was a commitment in the way. Because this is talking about like a 3-way thing going on. Okay? 3 of Cups. It's talking about a 3-way thing going on. So somebody was the third wheel. Okay? Somebody was the third wheel. And You know, could have been somebody who was from work or something like that. We've got 8 of Pentacles here. It's like they tried to make it work, but then had to separate. I feel like it was them. I feel like it was the third party that separated. But I mean, look at how sad they were. Destroyed. We've got 10 of Swords. That 5 of Pentacles, they were destroyed about it. And I think you might know that. I think you might understand that that was very, very hard for them to do. And so I can't help but wonder if this is a situation where now you're reflecting back on it for some reason. And now you want to express to them, I always loved you. You were my match and you made me very happy. Get out of there. Fucking cat. Hey. Ziggy. He is like shoulders deep into a box. Bro. Get out of there. Stop. He's like, but I'm sweet. Stop it. That's why I don't let you in here. Hey, come up here. Come up here. Come on. Show me. Come on. Show the people on the camera. He's like, no. Whatever, cat. All right. Anyway, so this is, they left, and the thing is that it left them devastated. It left you devastated. You swore you would never open your heart to it ever again. Or to anything like that, or someone that made you feel that way ever again. And you've held on to that very strongly. What I'm noting here, though, is like the stag, which is what you held on to, right? There's that pride and stuff like that. Number 17 up in the corner. And this is number 17, which is this person. I think you've held on to them the whole time. You might have held on to them the whole time. I mean, not actively, like, you know, hoping and wishing and all that stuff. But the thing is that, like, something comes up to remind you of them and it all comes right back. It all comes right back. And so, like, this says that something came up that reminded you of the whole thing. And now you have the urge to express yourself. To clean house. Release your emotional baggage. Tell them how much you loved them. Okay, so now you want to, like, you know, again, like I said, you know, finish out the cycle of the separation. Finish out the cycle of pain. Reconnect in some way. That's what you kind of feel like doing. And everything inside you with this Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and the Emperor is going, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm not exposing myself to that again. No way, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But the universe is just like, make the bond. Express your vulnerability in your classic signature way is what this comes up as. In your classic signature grounded way that you have, that you are. Maybe you've got some earth placements. Tell me more about this Three of Swords, please. Look at that Queen of Swords again. Locked down. Locked down. Even in this picture, it's locked down in this corner. Right here. Right here in the corner. That cup is in the corner. Like, oh, hell no, I'm not sharing that. Tell me more about that. Is it because of the fight? Is that what it is? Because we've got the 5 of Wands here. Hold on 1 second, please. Alright, sorry. Alright. Tell me more about this 3 of Swords. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords. What is Gemini protecting? Something says that you already know, of course. You already know. What is Gemini protecting, and why would sending a letter to this person help? What is Gemini protecting? Come on. Tower. Wow. Nothing else is up. Okay. Thought there was another card that was up. Wow. So you're protecting how much it just destroyed you. Really. It just destroyed you, and it surprised you. It surprised you. It took everything down of what you have built. Tell me more. This is sad. It's unfortunate. Tell me more. Another deck. Alrighty then. It surprised you. There was a King of Cups on the split on that. What else for this 3 of Swords, please? Very sudden. It surprised you. You weren't expecting it. Oh. Lover's bond. That bothered you a lot, that it was a lover's bond, and you knew it, and it ended. Lovers. What else? 7 of Wands. So somebody had set up boundaries very suddenly. Probably your person had set up boundaries very suddenly. And you were, it really, like they set up a specific boundary with you. I'm not clear on what that is. But it was something where they're just like, I need you to stay away from me, you know, for this reason. But they were destroyed about it. And you seem to know this. You seem to know this, that they were destroyed about it. How would Gemini feel? Oh, that was quick. You got 6 of Swords. So how would Gemini... So what does Gemini... What the question was is, what does Gemini feel that their person will... how they will feel about the whole situation? We've got 6 of Swords. You feel like they've already moved on. You feel like they've already moved on. And that, like, you sending this letter would be worthless. And that they wouldn't respond to you. That they would not agree. That they've already moved on. They don't think about you anymore, or something like that. Spirit, is that true? How would Gemini's person actually feel if they received this letter? 10 of Wands. Why? 10 of Wands means that it's going to be hard on them. It would be hard on them. Why? 8 of Cups. Because they had walked away. Because the ending of the relationship. What else? Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? Jeez. High Priestess. 3 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles is telling me that they are involved in something else. You may actually know this already. You may actually know this, which may be part of the reason why you're hesitating. Tells me they might be part of something already. And I think that with the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Cups, talks about being really, really hard to walk away. It would be difficult to walk away from this Ten of Pentacles. It would break their heart. Three of Swords. It would break their heart, but they would know they have to. They would know they have to because the High Priestess. So it's like it would present to your person a choice again between you and whatever they're in right now to make the decision on what they're doing. Hold on one second. So it's like they understand that there's a deep knowing. There's a deep knowing when it comes to a deep knowing. What is this, High Priestess? We're using yet another deck. I think we are. There's a deep knowing in regards to you, Gemini. It would be hard on them just because then they would know that something's being presented to them to make the choice again. Okay, show me this High Priestess. Got the Queen of Swords. Again, she's Queen of Swords has come out like 3 times here. So this person makes you very, you make them very happy, but they feel like they would be okay. So you feel like like what's going on between you guys needs work. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands with that Queen of Swords. What you guys have and what happened in the past needs work. So there is some cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. So what this is telling me, it would be very hard, but you and them would have to talk. You need to work it out and work on each other and get to know each other again from a different perspective. So it would be hard. It would bring up, a lot of the pain and everything for them, but at the same time, because they're just as hurt as you are. They're just as hurt as you are. Honestly, in cases like this, Gemini, it's one of those things where I'm pretty bold when it comes to things like this. I'm pretty bold. I'll send the letter. I've done it. I've done it. I've sent the letter. And yeah, I didn't get a response back. And that's okay. It's okay. I didn't get a response back. And that's okay. But I don't know if I really expected them to do otherwise. You know what I mean? I don't know if I really expected them to do otherwise and actually respond or not. Because, like to me, 6 of Swords, they've moved on. That kind of thing. They've moved on. They don't need me anymore. Not that they, they never needed me in the past or anything like that. But it's one of those feelings where the relief that I felt in just reaching out. You know what I mean? And really, unfortunately, I was just doing it for me. I really hoped that he was doing okay too. I wasn't reaching out for a reconnection. I wasn't reaching out to say I love you or anything like that. I wasn't doing that. But I was reaching out to say I'm sorry, you know, kind of like that. I'm sorry and thank you for being you. Thank you for letting me be me, that kind of thing. Thank you for everything you contributed, because he really made a big impression on my life. He really did. He made me who I am today. If it weren't for him, that wouldn't have happened. And so I thanked him for that. And did I expect a response? No. No. Not at all. So when I didn't get one, did it hurt? Yeah, kind of, I guess. You know, I guess, because I kind of hoped that it could, you know, we could work it out and clear out the emotional baggage. But probably the emotional baggage is mostly on my part. You know, mostly on my part. Rather than his. He's already gotten past it, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it is what it is. But the level of relief I felt, Gemini, I do understand. I do recommend doing it, just because you feel better for yourself, you know, because then you can be like, I apologized, you know, expressed myself, expressed how I felt, that kind of thing. I think everybody should do that instead of holding it all in. Let it all out. Let it all out. Let them choose what to do for themselves. Let them choose. Let them choose. And obviously, like, according to this, it looks like they would be, I think they would be interested. Honestly, I think they would be interested. But they're because they recognize that you make them feel good. They recognize that. But they would make sure that, you know, you guys really worked on things, really worked hard, and it seems like they would try to keep it on a platonic level for the time being. Like, you can love each other from a distance, you know? I don't know. It's hard to say. Because nothing specifically with love is coming up here. It says that they are attached somewhere else, but I do feel like they're willing to discuss. They know they need to. With this High Priestess, they know they need to discuss it. All right, Gemini. That's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And if you have any feedback, questions, anything like that, put it in the comments. And I will see you next time.